Hey guys, good morning. It's Tony. Before I start the video, I want to say please like, subscribe, and comment. And if you want to join the Patreon, you can join at patreon.com/but I'm not a trader. I'd like to start off by saying that I was wrong. My initial video was right where I said that if we break above channel that we'd go straight to this 524 area, right? 520, 524 and hit the mid channel trend. I was actually thinking we were going to drop around 10 points from here, right? You guys can see down here that we close an 8 hour on the bear side right there. So my mistake was actually thinking that we were gonna like hit this and then drop 100 points, right? But we actually came down and rejected from this level, and then we just immediately shot up right exactly to mid channel trend. So as of right now, I am looking for another 100-point drop, right? So the initial 100-point drop that I thought was going to happen here from 518 lower, I do think is going to happen here lower, right? And I do think from now we're going to 521, 100 point. We're going to 5117, 511. So somewhere back down to here, at least to the bottom of this trend here. At least to here. That's what I'm thinking right now, right? Because on every single 8 hour drop, that's usually what the drop is from high to low, right? We drop, right, 98 points in a day and 8 hours. 109 in a day and 16. We'll do 2 days, whatever, and we'll do either a 90. Whoops. Oh, what the heck? Just signed me out of top step. That's fine. Let's see, 3 days. There you go, 3 days. We're either going to do a $98 drop, or it's going to be closer to a 109 drop, which would be here. Yeah, I mean, I would argue more that it's going to be closer to like a $14 drop, or like a 198 point drop on SPX, just because we have that channel right there, right? So again, that's what I'm thinking is going to happen. And then from here, right, whether we're still bearish or not, right, we did close, right, the week on the bull side, right? It's really going to be this simple. We're going to come back down here and either shoot up, right, shoot down to 495 or go up to 521, because this is essentially going to be the retest, right? You're going to shoot down, come down, retest, and then come right back up, right? That's what I'm thinking is going to happen. But on the weekly, you did close a bull trigger on the weekly, right? So I can't deny the fact that we closed this weekly bull, right? So I did, I personally did think that we were going to go lower, right? This 2 week, right, trigger, we dropped super hard, but we recovered everything, and we just closed the bull week trigger. So that 470 target that I had is probably going to go out the window, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I can't be too bearish anymore, because we closed that weekly, right? Every single time we close the weekly, right, I really did think that we were going to drop harder, right? Every single weekly has been boom. Weekly closed. Oh, we ran what? In 147 days, we ran 1145. So again, this would be your everything right now. If you're looking to buying shares, right, this is it. The weekly is basically your go-to at buying shares. Right now would be the perfect time long term to buy shares, right? Again, this is where do we recover here on the Stoke, right? We'll even do this. Do we have any kind of support on the stochastic from this area? Yep, from this area right here, right? Yeah, you closed and you went up another 30 points, right? Let's look for more similar areas right here. Right, you closed. You went up another 30 points. And again, this isn't me. This is just listening to the triggers and what's happened in the past, right? You close in this area and you went up 20 points. You close this area right before the next bear trigger and you went up 44 points. So again, we're looking at a push, maybe like another 30-point move, right? I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say it'll be bigger than that, just because historically it's never done anything more than that. But I'd say maybe like a 30-point move. I think right now, you know, target right now would be somewhere around the 540, 545 SPX. So, I mean, everything recovered extremely fast, so I can't be bearish anymore. So I would expect us to drop one more time and then push, and then we'll kind of go from there, because we closed that weekly on the bull side, and historically that's been a very, very, very ridiculously good place, to buy shares, right? Every single time, every single time the weekly closed, if you would have just bought shares, you would have come out winning a whole bunch, maybe like a month or two later or a week later or whatever, right? So historically, it's just a really good spot at buying shares, and the weekly's very rarely wrong, right? So you would have bought shares like here, this price. If you were buying, every single level, you'd have bought shares. You would have bought shares here, around that price, around the same jump, right? You would have bought shares like right here, like this level, right? So, you would have basically had really good spots at going in, right? If you're looking for perfect entries, right? Oh man, you would have bought like right here. You would have bought this area. You would have bought at 436, right? You would have bought at 375. You would have bought here at around 414, and again here at around 389, 390. You would have bought there, right? Again, you would have bought right here around 278. These are all perfect entries, remember. You would have bought here around 250. So the perfect entries are where it's at for like very, very, very heavy shares. Any stock really. But yeah, you close the bull weekly. I can't stay bearish after this. I would have liked a bigger drop, but you recovered everything, right? Can't really say anything to that. And as of right now, if we're just looking at the weekly, target is looking like maybe we're going to like around 540, 545 SPX. So I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.